Hey, how's it going everyone? This is DCSG81 and today I'm going to take a look into the Marvel Legends Gamerverse Psylocke vs Thanos. This is one of the very first Gamerverse box set that has been released by Marvel Legends. There are a few more comings like the Wolverine versions, the Captain America versions or the War Machines versions. Those will be coming really soon, but this is one of the first. However, I'm only interested in getting this one, as you guys might have expected. It is because of Psylocke. Yes, I just kind of attracted by her. I think many of us who actually gotten this box set is purely for her. I've already seen so many posts of people trying to sell this Thanos. Actually, I don't think he's looking bad at all. Yeah, some of you guys saying that he's too orange, but I just like the color as it kind of brings out the very nice looking Thanos. I mean, this is a game versions after all, so the color must be very vibrant to pop up. Yeah, so this is the box set that they have designed, looking very good, and I just always love the huge window whereby you can see almost the entire figures for both, so you can actually check which one that you want better. At this side we can see a very cool looking Thanos, and the other side we have very good looking Psylocke as well. The top of the box is nothing much but Gamerverse, and the bottom of the box is just a bunch of mumbo jumbo, and the back of the box is always my favorite. You can see, oh okay, they have actually put the other set as well, Wolverine versus Silver Samurai and the War Machines versus the Omega Ray, and there is even something here for you to read. Yep, so you might want to pause if you want to read in different languages. Okay, so let's get them out. And before I show you the figure itself, I'd like to show you the backdrop, which can be removed from the box. Yep, this is pretty neat, and it just somehow reminds me of... This one looks pretty cool. I mean, it's big enough for you to put your figure in some fighting mode and taking a pictures. It still looks great. And here are both the figures right out of the box. Am I crazy to say is that I actually find this Thanos very nice.
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker.
I just like how vibrant it looks. I mean, it just, wow, this is just nice. Okay, we'll take a look into him first since I like it so much. The orange does looks pretty good. Wow, I just love they actually choose this color, and the blue is very vibrant as well, and you can see the linings are actually being painted rather nicely, and the paint is actually kind of like metallic. You can see the shininess of it, not just some dull flat paint. It's actually quite nicely being painted. Wow, okay, this is pretty good. If they have applied some shadings on the body as well, it will look even much better. But we can see all the muscle definition is looking very nice, and even the boots is very shiny as well, as you can see. This is just awesome looking, and at the back muscle is also looking very nice. Oh, this is just one nice figures being crafted. Let's take a look at his face. Wow, just love the menace smiles that he have. This is nice, and you can see the red eyes is looking very evil there. And these two things here, something like an antenna, is also very nice. It actually how do I put it, make him looks different kind of Thanos. It's like a various Thanos that appear in the multiverse. And next we'll take a look into Psylocke, and as we know, she looks beautiful. Let's just confirm that yes, the paint of the bluish kind of purple looks very nice. Or is this a navy blue? I can't really tell. Yeah, some of you guys actually mentioned, oh, this is purple though. Yeah, but they did mention that at some point when the light shines, you can actually see some purples on the paint as well. And it's also kind of like metallic. No, this is just flat bluish color. Yeah, but it's being painted rather nicely. There's no smudges or whatsoever, so it's very clean. Yeah, and even the belt is does it mispaint somewhere? I think it looks alright though, and the tights actually looks pretty good. Entire figure, this is just some flat paints. There is no patterns that has been engraved into it. Yeah, so it's just smooth. and the hair looks beautiful, guys. You can see there are some highlights of purple on the black. This is just beautiful. Wow. And for the face as well, I think you guys actually mesmerized by it. Same goes for me. She looks very beautiful there. This is wow. I've seen some of you guys actually compare with the Mayfax. To my opinion, she actually looks kind of thick, especially on her tights area, but she still looks better than the Mayfax. And once again, I know some of you guys might want to bash me already for saying that, but that's just my opinion. I mean, of course, you guys can say otherwise, but to me, she's just so beautiful. Wow. And for the articulation, let's start with Thanos. I'll start with the head as always. So you can look to the right, looks to the left, very smooth, no issue. Oh, I just realized that the head, I mean the whole paint of the body is of matte material, except for the torso here, which looks like plastic, but this one is matte, and the legs is also slightly matte, but this one is really nice. Okay, looking up, just very slightly, not that much. Okay, looking down is slightly better. And let's see if it comes with a separate neck. No, it's actually a single piece with the body, so which explain why his looking up is not happening so much. Okay, for his arm, he can go not 360 degree because of this piece, but because it's quite soft, you can still do a upper punch. Okay, then you can go all the way down. And is there any butterfly joints? I don't think so. Going up sideways, he can actually move quite a lot. Oh, okay. Too much there. Yeah, so you can go more than 90 degrees, which is pretty good. There's a cuts on the biceps, so there's a bicep shrivels. And let's see, it's just a single joint elbow, which is quite disappointing, and the range is not even 90 degrees there. Okay, just very slightly. And for his hand, of course, you can turn it around, going up. Wow, okay, pretty much, and going down as well, not too bad here. Okay, so for his torso, there's this very dreaded articulations where a lot of us actually hated. So there's only one point at the waist, so you can actually turn it, as you can see. And bending forward, let's see how well he can do so. Again, very disappointing. Not that much actually. Yeah, just like that. And he will go back up again. Bending backwards, not that much as well. Wow, this is not good. Okay, yeah, you can have the clicking sound, but it's not doing much. Okay, and this piece here is kind of like a soft rubber, and it's a separate piece, so you can move it around if it's obstructing the legs. So there's no pull down mechanism, but there's a cuts on the thigh, so there's a tight shrivels. And let's see how well I can kick forwards. As you can see, this piece is actually soft rubber. So, and there's also an opening here, so you can kick not that much. Yeah, this is not good. Kicking backwards is, I believe, it's not going to happen at all. Okay, can't really kick backwards, which is not good. And the leg seems to have double joint knee, which is very good. Yeah, this is something that I have not expected. And can you actually turn over here? Nope. But he does have an ankle rocker, and going up and down, there's no toe hinges for this big guy. And let's see how well I can do a split. I believe it shouldn't be that much. Yeah, it's just like this. Okay, so this big guy is not having a very good articulations, unfortunately. Next, we'll take a look at Psylocke. I believe the articulation should be a lot better than him. So let's start with the head. Look, looks to the right, looks to the left. I'm quite surprised that the long hair is not obstructing. There is a little, but not as much as I would have imagined. Looking up, yeah, this is where it actually hindering the articulations, so it's not going to look up. Looking down is slightly better, so you can see the hair is floating up there. Okay, is this a single piece of neck? Let's see. Yes. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, sorry, there is, it's the same neck that is connecting to the body. Yeah, but this piece is actually a separate piece. but it doesn't really help with the articulations, unfortunately. For her arms, can go 360 degree, no problem. Going up sideways, about 90 degrees there, and you can see there's a very obvious butterfly joint that can go all the way to the front and all the way to the back. This is a pretty good range, and you can see there's a arm swivels, I believe. Yes, very well hidden together with all these straps. And let's see, it's a double joint elbow. Wow, this is a very good one. And for her hands, you can actually turn it around, going ups and down. Is it happening? Let's see. Not that much. Okay, so you can't actually put her hands up and down. So for the articulations on the torso, there's two here, one right beneath her chest. So let's see, you can actually turn it around. Yeah, very tight. And there's this N shape once again, just like the Thanos, so you can't really turn on the waist. Okay, let's see how well she can bend forward. I hope there'll be a lot. Yes, this is pretty good. Okay, and bending backwards, let's see. Okay, not too good, partly because of her hair, is it? Let's try again. Yeah, just like this, not that good, I would say. Okay, and for her legs, is there any pull down mechanism? Nope. And there is no cuts on the thighs. Oh, sorry, there is one here. I see they move it down, so you can still swivel her legs. A double joint knee, which is pretty good. And there's an ankle rocker here, going up and down. There are no toe hinges. Kicking forward, I hope she can do, yeah, about 90 degrees there. Kicking backwards is not going to happen because of her beautiful butt cheek. And going into a split, which is quite good, I would say. Not perfect, but it's still quite good there. Okay, so very obvious that this Psylocke is having a pretty good articulation as compared to this Thanos. Okay, let's move on to the accessory. I will start with the big guy once again. So he does come with a pair of closed fist hand that's already on the figure, and also a left hand for the snapping pose. Okay, this is the one with the infinity gauntlet. You can see all the infinity stone is being printed very well, and you can see the one with the closed fist hand doesn't have the infinity gauntlet on. Sadly, this is the only accessory for this Thanos. And as for Psylocke, she just comes with a left closed fist hand and a right gripping hands for holding on to her weapons. She just comes with a pair of, I don't know what you call these hands, something like a magic summoning hands. And lastly, a left grabbing hands. And she also comes with these very cool looking effects parts for both of her hands. Yeah, this is rather good. I just love the paintings here. Kind of reminds me of Gambit's effects parts. Another something like a dagger kind of magic effects parts, looking very cool. I love the paints that is on this thing here. And lastly, these magic effects parts for her face, which looks rather cool. Oh, actually looks something like a glasses here. And this Psylocke also comes with this very beautiful interchangeable heads. What I like about it is they change the expressions, and at the same time they also change the hair flow. Wow, this is really an effort being put there. But let's see. Yeah, somehow I think they miss out the purple shadings on her hair, but there's a lot underneath. Okay, this is pretty weird. Okay, yeah, this one looks totally black as opposed to this one here. So from here you can see which character they are trying to sell most. Psylocke with so many different accessories, but Thanos is just one hand. And right now we will try to put on some of the accessories onto the figure. For Thanos, there's only one hand, so let's try that out. Okay, let's pop this left hands off and pop in the one with the infinity gauntlets. They should really at least give us another head for this Thanos. Okay, so this is how he looks like, snapping his finger on the Infinity Gauntlets. Looking pretty cool. And let's move on to Psylocke. I'll try to interchange her hands. So just pull it out like this. Because her wrist is quite small, so the joints is also very thin, so be very careful not to break it. And for this accessory, you can just snap on to his wrist. Yeah, see this portion here? So very easily just snap it on. And it looks like it came out from her hands. Yes, this is a rather cool one, my goodness. And for this effects part, I'm not really sure how to use it. I think we can actually use this hand here. And because there are lots of holes and slots that you can actually slot the fingers in, so it actually helps to hold it down. Yeah, something like this. Yeah. Do leave me your thoughts down in the comment sections and let me know how do you actually use this one here. From what I think, you can just use the finger to slot into any of the gap. Then it will actually looks pretty good. You can even do it the other way around, I think, if I'm not wrong. Maybe not for this one. Yeah, perhaps just putting it somewhere here. Can you see that? You can just slot it in any holes that you want and it will just hold there. Looks pretty cool. And to interchange the head, basically you just need to pull it out like what I shown earlier. Okay, and just pop in the hair that you want. Okay, which is this one only. Okay, yep, so this is how she looks like with this head, looking very pretty. And then with this effects part is only meant for this face, unfortunately. Yep, basically just slot it to the face like this. It's looking rather cool, my goodness. I hope you click on the likes button if you enjoyed the review. Okay, so for the size comparison, I'd like to start off with some Marvel Legends. I do have this Jean Grey, which is slightly taller than her, as well as Colossus. And next we'll compare with some SH figures. I do have the Black Widow, which looks so tiny next to her. And also this SH figures Deadpool. Yep. Moving on to Mayfex, I do have Cyclops as well as Wolverine. Okay, looks pretty good next to them. And lastly, I do have Mesco Cyclops, which is way taller than her, as well as this the CD Toys Gambit. Okay, which looks really good next to them. For my final thought, I do think that this set is okay since I like the Thanos as well. And needless to say, the Psylocke is looking very good just as I expected. But if you're one of those who just want the Psylocke and you're thinking to sell off the Thanos, unless you're willing to sell him off very cheap, otherwise, good luck. But if you do not have a Gamerverse Thanos, I do think that this Thanos is worth to keep, as it does looks pretty good in overall. You can just display him standing still with the Infinity Gauntlet. So once again, I do recommend this set even just for Psylocke herself. And I do hope that you enjoy my review and I'll catch you guys again in my next video. I hope you'll watch this video before I snap you away.